Hey everyone, it's Lance with Christianity Minute. After some time off of YouTube, I'm back. Sorry for being away. I kind of suffered a little bit of an injury that put me really far behind in just about every aspect of my life. Combine that with my daughter's birthday party, the start of school, and quite frankly, marching band practice after school just about every day of the week. Well, the time that I used to put into video production, which takes up a lot of time, had evaporated. But I'm back in the saddle again, and let's pick up right where we left off. This is episode 35, and we are studying in Luke chapter 5. Jesus has just begun his ministry in Luke and is venturing out in the surrounding areas with 3 of his apostles that we know of in Luke who were just called at Capernaum. Today, we'll see him work a miracle, but he's going to make kind of a curious charge about it afterwards. Let's get into that right after I say thanks for checking out this video, especially after such a long absence. Be sure to leave a like, and for more videos like this, consider subscribing to my channel and ring that bell icon for notifications. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments section below. If you'd like to help produce these videos, you can donate through the links in the description. Also, if you feel this video might be of benefit to someone you know, you can share it with them using the share button below. All right, Luke chapter 5, starting in verse 12. Let's read. While he was in one of the cities, there was a man full of leprosy. And when he saw Jesus, he fell on his face and he begged him, "Lord, if you will, you can make me clean." And Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him, saying, "I will, be clean." And immediately the leprosy left him. And he charged him to tell no one, but go and show proof to yourself to the priests, making an offering for your cleansing, as Moses commanded, for a proof to them. But now even more, the report about him went abroad, and great crowds gathered to hear him and to be healed of their infirmities. Okay, leprosy, or Hansen's disease, is a horrible disease caused by a slow-growing bacteria that causes terrible deformations of the body and severe nerve damage. I've got a picture of a leprous man right above me right here. It's a disease from ancient times, which is a blight upon the people of the Bible. Unfortunately, during the time spoken about in the Bible, there was no cure for leprosy. Lepers would be shunned so they wouldn't spread the disease. Someone with leprosy was a truly woeful and, shamed person. Naturally, they want to be healed of the disease. That makes sense, right? It's really odd, but the law of Moses did have a provision for welcoming a leper back into the community after being cured of his incurable disease. It's possible the body may find a way to repel the disease over time or some environmental factor, which would heal people, but most of the time, that's not the case. Leprosy is something you have for life. This man begged Jesus to heal him. Naturally, Jesus, he's proving who he was. He touches the man and heals him immediately. Let's make a side note here that this would have been an obvious healing and would have manifested itself by removing the leprosy immediately, not waiting for days or weeks or months as modern day faith healers do today. I imagine it was a pretty spectacular thing to see these sores and deformations be healed instantly. That was pretty cool. Jesus then tells the man to go to the priests and prove to them by the requirements set forth in the law of Moses that he was clean. Well, this would have likely sent up a red flag to the priests, who would have asked him, "How did you get cured of this incurable disease?" Jesus tells him something pretty interesting. He said, "Don't tell anybody how this happened." Okay. So why would Jesus tell him this? I think that the likely answer is that he wasn't ready to reveal himself to the priests yet. We see Jesus giving similar reasoning to keep secrets from John chapter 2, verses 1 through 5, right up here. On the third day, there was this wedding at Cana in Galilee, and the mother Jesus was there. Jesus also was invited to the wedding with his disciples. When the wine ran out, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." I look forward to our study in John and touching this. Jesus mentions that his time had not come yet. This wedding feast was still very early in his ministry, shortly after picking his disciples at Capernaum. So we're at about the same time as this event with this leper. He tells his mother that, well, his time hadn't come yet. Jesus knows that as soon as the word gets out, there would be these hordes of people following him, and the priesthood would begin to conspire to kill him. He would also be in complete control of the situation, knowing exactly when and where his life would end. So he's trying to keep this together. He's in control, but let's face it, human beings have free will. So Jesus tells this man not to tell anybody. Jesus is trying to curb his own popularity, prevent it from peaking too soon. Unfortunately, and I think Jesus knew this all too well, this guy's not going to keep it secret. He goes out and he tells his story. And then what happens? Hordes of people begin to follow Jesus. All right, well, Jesus later on is going to do some crowd control in a much harsher and more dramatic way. Even there's one time where it seems almost grotesque to try to repel some people. So why are we telling people about Jesus? Well, remember, this man was healed. And what about you and me? We're healed too. So why aren't we telling people about Jesus? I'm doing the best I can, I'll be honest. Sometimes I fall short. I've been off YouTube for like a month and a half. Are you kidding? This is a great way to get the message out. But stuff happens. But remember that he healed the leper and he healed me, and he can heal you too. That is, if you obey the gospel. We should be going around telling people just like this leper did. He's going around telling people despite being charged not to. We're charged all the time not to, but not by Jesus anymore, by the world. Why should we listen to the world over Jesus? The enthusiasm of people healed in the Bible should always be inspiring to us who have received an even more incredible gift. That's been your Christianity Minute for this week. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you like this video, hit that like button and consider subscribing and sharing with your friends. I work very hard to make sure that all things said are scripturally accurate. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in that comment section below, and I'll see you next time right here on Christianity Minute.